Hey everybody, welcome back to Dave's Open Range. So this will be quite a project. We'll try to make a series of videos. We'll call this episode 1 maybe. So the old hand pump, maybe called a pitcher pump. So this got drug out of the weeds at the farm and we need to build a railing on our stairwell. So this is going to be the banister of said railing, and we're trying to decide whether to paint it, what color, etc. So didn't quite start from scratch here in this video. It had a vertical bracket for what would have been the handle, I guess, and it should be pretty cool. This little piece is actually brass, so I wish I knew what all the working parts were, but I don't. But we'll shine that up and make it shiny brass, and we're thinking black paint with I'll hand do the lettering. It's from the Ward Pump Company, Rockford, Illinois, number 55. And I'm not sure what that hole is. That's an after the fact hole. It's rough cut. And so we'll bolt it to the floor. I think you can see that. So it'll be super nice and sturdy. And so this top comes off. We'll probably paint it a different color maybe. I'm going to get the angle grinder on this today and work it down smooth. We've cut that with a plasma cutter. A friend of mine yesterday. It's a real rough cut, but did the trick, and I'll work that down with my angle grinder. That shouldn't be too big a deal. And so what's going to happen is we're going to bolt this to the floor, and then not this piece of wood, but a nicer piece of wood I'll bolt in here. It's already got this perfectly situated mount for what would be the horizontal top railing of the stair rail, and we'll do some spindles or whatever. We haven't figured that out yet, but can't guarantee success on this, but it should work. I'll just get a nice piece of wood and plane it down to the exact thickness for in here and get some kind of decorative bolt or something to mount it in there, and that'll be the hard part. So there you go. We'll see how this goes with a couple videos, and I'll do a little bit of work on it today and show that probably, and then we'll see. Hopefully there's a good after shot when it's all assembled, but one step at a time. Clean it up, probably brake cleaner it to get all residue off, prime it, paint it, decide how to do the lettering. I'll show you how I do that lettering later, and cool. Okay, let's just let's see if I can't work a couple of these bolts. I'm not even positive I want to use these bolts. These are the old ones that held this cap on. It'll go all the way down, but I don't want to muscle it down there just yet. I think I want to leave these in there, but I don't want them sticking out too far. I mean, the threads are rusted up and so forth, but they do work. I'm going to just leave that in there. Let that oil soak in the threads a little bit, because I'm going to keep it a little bit original if we can, and just work these in and out. I think they'll probably be fine. I don't want them sticking out a super long way, but yeah, that's going in pretty nicely. So there's 3 of them. There's that. I didn't really know that was brass until I noticed a little scratch mark on it that was shiny, and I thought, hey, that's brass. So I'll probably just use sandpaper to buff that up, and then maybe get some cleaner on it at some point when that time comes. Yeah, this bolt is pretty frogged up. I could cut it so it's not so long. We'll see. This is a make it up as you go project. And then I'd like to get that out, but it's not going to come out without major intervention, maybe break it and so forth. Same with this. I'd like to be able to get that out, but brass is a little bit soft. I don't want to get a giant tool on there and twist it off or break it or whatever. So we'll just do a rough cleaning today, and then I think when it get the big chunks off, I'll get some kind of brake cleaner or solvent on it to really get it clean right before I prime it. This little guy would have held the so there's a slot, because the rod that goes up and down, I imagine, would want to work back and forth, since it's not exactly in a vertical plane. As the pump goes up and down, it's going to have a little arc to it, so that would accommodate that. So I'm not exactly sure why it's such that it can come in and out, but cool nonetheless. All right, so check this out. I had the sorry for this, but I had the wire brush on here cleaning it up, and there's your answer about what color this used to be. I think underneath a layer of dusty loose rust was that shade of green. So interesting. I think I saw maybe some signs of black. Or not, I don't remember, but yeah, maybe this thing was green, so that's good to know. There's a clue, and I'll show you a close up of this brass knob. I wish it'd be cool if that would come in and out. Maybe I think I have put some solvent on that and let it soak, but that'd be neat to get out. I got these nice and free rotating. So in a few minutes, I'm going to get the angle grinder on here. I'll take a little bit of video of that, but yeah, I thought I'd show you that green paint. Okay, we're gonna call this the end of this episode on this, but good progress. Discovered that shade of green. Discovered some lettering up here I didn't even knew was there. It says patented August 24th, 1880. I think 1880. I'll clean that up even more. I think I might throw that whole top in a bucket of vinegar. I'd be almost concerned to get too clean, but don't think I'm gonna do that. So 1880 is not when it was made, probably. It was probably patented in 1880, so good progress with this. You can see this one's still riding really high. This one I had the grinder on it for 15 minutes maybe. That metal's pretty hard, but I like it down flush like that instead of riding high. So yeah, thanks for hanging in there with this, and so far so good. No negative mysteries or problems that I can't solve and stuff. So yeah, we'll see you next time.